This is based on last year's information, so we're going to talk a little bit about enrollment, programs, facilities, and finances very quickly. Also I forgot to mention at the very beginning, this is the first annual State of the College update. I'll be speaking with the City of Marion Council, and it's also with the County Commissioners with the same presentation. And we'll plan to start doing this every spring, so that way our elected officials know what's going on with our presentations or going on at the college. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about enrollment. This is one thing that I'm really proud of, and it's very hard to see, but you can see McDowell County there, and that's a 0.27, and that means that we're 27% engaged with our county citizens. That's the highest percentage across the whole state. So we as a college, 27%. So that's really, really exciting. We want to see that percentage get higher even, but that means we're really engaged into the community, so that's really exciting to see. This one's exciting too. We're 7th in the state as far as fastest growing. I don't know what the heck James Brunt's doing to be 83%, but 33% is not something to be embarrassed about, so we're really excited about both of those. So we compare ourselves when it comes to our enrollment. We drill down into a lot of different demographic information. One area that we look at is we call cluster schools. That are other schools that are similar to McDowell Tech across the state. So that's usually about size, rurality, and those type of things. And so our system office or our corporate headquarters, they gave us these different colleges. And you can see here, McDowell Tech is in that light green. And so when you look at total FTE comparison to those cluster schools, we're at a very nice trend upwards there over the past several years. So I'm going to back up and give some definition really quick. FTE is full-time equivalency. And so basically, a full-time student takes 12 semester hours of credit. That's a class is usually 3 credits per class. So you're thinking about 4 classes, okay? So if you take all the full-time and part-time people and the number of hours that they're taking, divide that by 12, that basically gives you the FTE, okay? So if you did that in your business, you had 4 part-timers that were all working 10 hours a week, so together they would be 1 full-time equivalent employee, right? Same concept, but you apply it here. The reason that is so important is that's how we're funded, is based upon our FTE. So it's really important to see that full-time equivalency going up. The next is another definition for everybody is curriculum. So we're divided basically into 2 major service areas at the college. One is curriculum, which is college credit, and then the other is continuing education, which would be like a short-term class. A lot of the work Jeremy does is in that continuing education world, where it's a 3-day, 4-day, 5-day, and you get a credential afterwards, right? You earn some sort of credential. So in curriculum and college credit, you can see that our trend line's going about the same in that light green at our comparison schools. So that's good. What I'm looking for here is that we're not going south when everybody else is going north, right? And that if we're all going north, we're going north at about the same pace. If somebody else is outperforming us, then I'm going to call them and say, hey, what are you all doing? So I feel really good about that with our curriculum.